No Kings protests have been kicking off all over America over the last few days, but too strong, being too strong, we have a different take about the No Kings thing, and it's not very political, but it is kind of philosophical. If you don't mind us going into a little bit of that for a minute, because it is a topic that we need to address, not the No Kings thing. I mean, our take on it, because it does apply to the people that have been most vocal about the No Kings thing. What we mean by that? America doesn't have kings. Okay. So let's put this portion here to rest before we bring up our theory. The no kings protest make no sense. Why? Because we have no kings, nor do we have a position where we can make a king happen. And nothing is in place right now governmentally where even if they wanted to act like a king, can they act like a king? There are far too many checks and balances. Now, if you want to say that he probably acts like a little bit of a baby sometimes, okay, we can give you that. Oversteps a few bounds, definitely can give you that. King, nope. I understand the mindset behind it, but let's be honest about something. The mindset doesn't make something true. Okay, this is where we take our step coming in. So if you would just bear with us, we'll flesh this out for you, and maybe we might make it make sense. We view the No Kings movement the same way we view white supremacy. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't jump the gun just yet. So just walk with me. What we mean by that is this: both of them depend on victimhood. They depend on people being the professional victim to keep the idea floating. We have no king. There's no procedure for a king. There's no avenue for a king. There's no place for a king in the United States by government. White supremacy on its face can only have power if you think white people are supreme. The people who don't think white people are supreme do not have any problem with white supremacists because they don't exist. The same way kings don't exist in America. But if you believe something strongly enough, you will keep yourself imprisoned there for as long as you believe it. And to the tunes of millions marching, they seem to believe somehow, some way, and I scratch my head on this one too, that Donald J. Trump can actually be a king in the United States. They genuinely believe, and I mean genuinely, to the point where they don't go to work, they don't go to bed, they just hang around all day in the rain, in the sun, protesting something that ain't real. We found that kind of funny, considering that people do the exact same thing, protesting white supremacy, because there's no such thing as white supremacy. By what we mean is because white people are not supreme to anybody. And if you believe that white people are better than somebody else, then you might have a problem. If you're a white person that believes you're better than somebody just because of your skin color, there might be something technically mentally wrong with you. Because last time I checked, this pencil isn't better than another pencil just because it's a yellow pencil and the other pencil is a black pencil. They both have lead in them. It depends on how you use the pencil. And even in that case, if somebody uses the black pencil better than the yellow pencil, does not make the black pencil all of a sudden more supreme than no. Therein lies our problem with the whole protest. And this is where we got our mindset set on things. We have become a culture of victims. I shouldn't say we. Some, not all, but most apparently that go to the social medias. They believe in their heart of hearts that somebody else's view of them makes them that view. In our opinion, humble as it is, that makes you weak. And I don't want to be rude. Don't try to be mean. But man, truth got to be told at some point. Somebody's got to put on the big boy pants and pull up their breeches and tie their shoes and tell you the truth. You got to be a second level of weak to believe that because somebody sees you as something, that makes it true. Just because you see Donald Trump as a king does not make him a king in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because the system that he is under never will allow it, can never allow it, will never allow it. The same way that if you if you see yourself as a white person and you think you're better than me because you're skin white, let's race. I'm just kidding. No, not at my age. I'd lose because I'm not that fast anymore. Uh, I don't care about whether or not you think that. You're never going to live my life. And secondarily, you can't keep me from living my life. It's not possible. Last time I checked, I had autonomy. Last time I checked, I go to bed on my own and I wake up on my own. Save God. I get dressed on my own. I drink my coffee every morning without hindrance. I put my clothes on, my pants on, one leg at a time, just like most people, unless you're one of those awkward people that have a stand for your leg and you backflip and land in them both legs at a time. Or you're like the other random people that sit down on the edge of the bed and put their pants on two legs at a time, then you're weird. The same people that use like to put cereal in after milk, you're not normal. Okay, those people are not regular society people. We're not talking about them. We're talking about regular functioning people who put their pants on one leg at a time, shirts one sleeve at a time. You understand? They put milk in their coffee or creamer, or they have it black. We're talking regular people. They do not give others the opportunity to put their viewpoint on them and limit them. The only time that really gets effective is when it's on kids because they have not developed autonomy yet. They have not developed a sure sense of self, and they're looking for us to do it. That's the only place you can, which is why they go after the children to get them to grab the victimhood card early. Because if you can convince a child that they're no good because Johnny say so says so, they'll believe it. The same way they'll believe it if dad tells them, you can accomplish this. That's somebody they trust. And that was that's a boost, which is why we encourage families to really amp up their children, but not lie to them. If your kid can't sing, don't tell them you can sing, please. We have to pay for that. If your kid can't play the trumpet, they might be able to learn. But don't listen to the 15 wrong cues and then say, good job, Johnny. No, tell Johnny, you need to practice more. Be honest with your kids. Help them out. But I digress. White supremacy and this king culture idea is one and the same. And it's oddly enough pushed by the same people. For what? Victimhood Olympics. If I can find a way to keep myself in the place that I am in order for people to feel sorry for me or to give me stuff, in my life, I win. If I have to work for it, that's requiring me to do too much and you hate me. Why would you want me to work that hard for something that everybody else seems to? Well, because they work for it. It's just the same reason why they want to get a handout for something because they do not believe that they're capable of accomplishing it on their own. They gave in to this idea that somebody else told them that they're no good. It's really a sad situation, but after a certain point, it's up to them to not believe it or to believe it. So it's no longer sad. It's just on them now. So they can protest all they want. It's in vain because they're right. There are no kings in America. No matter how much you believe it is, there is no such thing. No matter how much you want to believe a certain person is pushing for that, it won't happen. Even if that person trolls you into oblivion, which he has done, it's not going to be. The founding fathers were very smart, as young as they were. They were very intelligent in making sure that there were checks and balances to keep exactly what they had offshore from reaching theirs. The same way that you out there, people who are of a certain color, like myself, do not let people who are not your color tell you that they're better than you, even by saying it inadvertently. Because by some white person telling you that white supremacy is keeping you down and they happen to be white, by proxy, they're telling you that they're better than you because they're white. And I'm sure many of them will tell you that too. Yeah, I have advantages because I'm white. I know a lot of rednecks, and I know plenty of people that live in below the poverty line that are white. They keep asking me the same question: where are these people finding this privilege at? I've been looking for that thing for a while. I can't get that sucker to pay my bills. I can't get it to get me a house. I can't get it to get nothing. I still have my butter bowls with spaghetti stains in it, and I've been looking for a long time to try and get that white supremacy and that white privilege so I can make some ends, man, but they can't find it. So it must not be true. Stop. Get some help, in the words of Michael Jordan. This thing is an emotional roller coaster that will keep you down in the dregs if you let it. There are no kings. There's no such thing as white supremacy. The only power you give titles and things like that is when you yourself believe it and internalize it and destroy yourself. A lie is still a lie, whether you believe it or not. But the truth is always there for you to grab a hold of if you would but get up and do it.